Joan Didion's Goodbye to All That, published in 1967 as part of her essay collection Slouching Towards Bethlehem, is a poignant reflection on her years living in New York City. Blending memoir and cultural critique, the essay chronicles Didion's youthful enchantment with the city, her subsequent disillusionment, and her eventual decision to leave. It is a deeply personal piece that resonates universally, capturing the tension between youthful idealism and the inevitable realities of life. The essay is often read as an archetypal coming-of-age narrative, exploring themes of identity, transience, and the bittersweet process of saying goodbye to a cherished chapter of life. Arriving in New York. Youthful idealism. Didion begins the essay by recalling her initial move to New York City at the age of 20, filled with youthful excitement and ambition. She describes the city as a place of infinite possibilities, where dreams seemed within reach and the world appeared vast and thrilling. Didion's New York was one of glamour and unpredictability, where every moment felt charged with potential. Her early experiences in the city are marked by a sense of wonder. She recounts how the simplest aspects of life, like walking through the streets, observing strangers, or attending glamorous parties, felt extraordinary. New York, to her younger self, was not just a physical place but a symbol of independence, adventure, and self-discovery. The allure of New York. Didion vividly captures the magnetic pull of New York for young people seeking to escape their pasts and reinvent themselves. She reflects on how the city's energy and allure create an illusion of permanence and significance. Every interaction, from chance encounters to late-night conversations, feels momentous in a way that is uniquely tied to the city's atmosphere. This early enchantment with New York reflects Didion's broader theme of romanticizing experiences during youth. Her descriptions of the city emphasize its role as a playground for the ambitious and the idealistic, a place where anything feels possible. Disillusionment and the loss of innocence. As the essay progresses, Didion's tone shifts to one of disillusionment. Over time, the charm and excitement of New York begin to fade, replaced by exhaustion and a sense of alienation. She reflects on how the city's relentless pace and demands eventually wear her down. Didion attributes this disillusionment to the passage of time and the realities of adulthood. The optimism and invincibility of youth give way to a growing awareness of limitations and disappointments. The city, once a source of inspiration, becomes a symbol of transience and instability. The parties she once found thrilling become tiresome, and the relationships she cherished feel shallow or fleeting. This transition mirrors a broader theme in the essay: the inevitability of change and the bittersweet process of growing up. Didion's disillusionment with New York reflects her growing understanding of life's complexities and imperfections. The strain of staying. Didion explores the emotional and physical toll of staying in New York beyond the initial phase of enchantment. She describes the city as both exhilarating and exhausting, a place that demands constant effort and resilience. Over time, the excitement of living in New York turns into a sense of obligation, as Didion feels trapped by the very lifestyle she once embraced. Her reflections capture the paradox of New York. While it offers endless possibilities, it also imposes significant challenges. The city's energy, which once felt invigorating, becomes overwhelming, leaving Didion yearning for stability and peace. The decision to leave. Eventually, Didion decides to leave New York, marking the end of a significant chapter in her life. This decision is not made lightly. It is accompanied by a deep sense of loss and nostalgia for the person she was during her time in the city. Leaving New York feels like saying goodbye to her youth, her ambitions, and the romanticized version of herself she had built there. Didion's departure from New York is framed as both an act of resignation and liberation. While she mourns the loss of her idealized vision of the city, she also recognizes that leaving is necessary for her growth and well-being. This duality reflects the essay's central theme: the inevitability of moving on and the emotional complexity of letting go. Themes in Goodbye to All That. Youthful idealism and disillusionment. The essay captures the transition from the optimism and excitement of youth to the sobering realities of adulthood. Didion's initial enchantment with New York symbolizes the idealism of young people, while her eventual disillusionment reflects the inevitability of change. The passage of time. Didion's reflections on her years in New York emphasize the fleeting nature of time. The city serves as a backdrop for her personal growth, illustrating how experiences that once felt permanent can become transient memories. Identity and reinvention. Didion explores how New York offers young people the opportunity to reinvent themselves. Her time in the city is marked by a sense of exploration and self-discovery, even as she grapples with the challenges of maintaining this new identity. The paradox of place. New York is portrayed as both a magical and demanding place. Didion's complex relationship with the city reflects the duality of places that shape our lives. They can inspire and sustain us, but they can also exhaust and confine us. Nostalgia and loss. The essay is suffused with nostalgia for the person Didion was when she first arrived in New York. Her reflections on leaving the city highlight the bittersweet nature of saying goodbye to cherished experiences and the people we once were. Writing style. Didion's writing in Goodbye to All That is marked by her characteristic precision and lyricism. Her prose is both introspective and evocative, blending personal anecdotes with broader reflections on life and identity. The essay's structure mirrors Didion's emotional journey, beginning with her initial enchantment with New York, moving through her disillusionment, and ending with her bittersweet farewell. The essay's tone is nostalgic and reflective, capturing the complexity of Didion's relationship with the city. Her vivid descriptions of New York's sights, sounds, and rhythms create a sense of immediacy, drawing readers into her experiences. Legacy of Goodbye to All That. Goodbye to All That is widely regarded as one of Joan Didion's most iconic essays. Its exploration of universal themes, such as the passage of time, the loss of innocence, and the complexity of saying goodbye, resonates deeply with readers. The essay has become a touchstone for those who have experienced similar transitions, particularly in relation to leaving behind formative places or chapters in their lives. Didion's reflections on New York have also cemented her reputation as one of the city's most incisive chroniclers. Her ability to capture both the allure and challenges of life in New York has influenced countless writers and readers, making Goodbye to All That a timeless meditation on place, identity, and the human experience. Conclusion. Joan Didion's Goodbye to All That is a masterful essay that captures the complex emotions of leaving behind a cherished place and phase of life. Through her vivid descriptions and introspective reflections, Didion explores the dualities of New York, its magic and demands, its allure and disillusionment. The essay serves as both a personal narrative and a universal exploration of the bittersweet process of saying goodbye, resonating with anyone who has experienced the passage from youthful idealism to the realities of adulthood.